honestly, I was just awestruck by how pretty she was the first time I saw her. Since our first interaction was maybe like 2 minutes long at most. Can you guys hear that like lawn thing in the background? Sorry. Maybe I should like redo that question then. Sorry. Okay.
Agreed.
I think the bird's gonna keep chirping, so we're just gonna go with it.
Her kindness. Erika's really sweet and thoughtful and kind and caring, and it shows in almost everything she does. And as a crazy cat person, that kindness to cats is also very big. Her smile. Her enthusiasm. Kind, thoughtful, and I'm going to say minty. I'm making up a word because she's like this refreshing, yet a spice kind of a thing. But it's an herb, but yeah. Goofy, kind, and authentic. Well, I think, while I can't say it was quite love at first sight, the first time I ever saw her, I was definitely awestruck by her, and I didn't forget her. But when I identified that we're a match, I don't know. I think when we probably just started going more steady, the first couple of months into it, maybe like after her birthday. Her birthday's September 1st. So we had had a big birthday party for her down at the waterfront, and I think just like seeing all the people that she had invited and getting to interact with them and meet her parents, it just felt like things were very comfortable and they felt natural. There's so many fond memories. I think one of the most special things we've shared together, and it's like a long longitudinal thing though, was caring for Boo. I think that was probably one of the most special things for us. That we can just be genuine together. We can just be goofy, natural selves together. Talking to our cats and tongues, and just being able to let loose together and talk about our cats in ridiculous ways. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things about us. Shared values. Family. Being kind to others. And I think trying not to take shortcuts and do things right for the long term. think Erica's just very thoughtful in all of her interactions with people. I think that speaks kind of to just the kindness and the family aspects too. Like she's been there to support my family when they've been going through tough times, and she does a great job when her family's going through tough times. And then I think in terms of like the being able to invest in the long term, like just her perseverance through trying to get into grad school and then making it through grad school. And she's going to be done in 2 weeks here. Or yeah, like 2 weeks or no, a month, but she's right there. So. Our first kiss was on a lake, sitting in inner tubes, floating out in the middle of the lake. I think it was like her birthday, honestly. Again, that like just feeling like things were natural, and we worked well together. It's pretty quick. So, I think I was falling in love with her just bubbly sweetness and again that like kindness. She like really just told me all these great stories about caring for the people at her senior living facility that she was involved with, and I was just like really drawn to how this kind, thoughtful person put so much into caring for others, because that's a really important thing to me. So I was really attracted to that. Yeah, so our first date was at Seward Park. We met at a shop and got coffee, and we just walked around Seward Park for a couple hours. Oh God, yeah. So I had recently gone through a breakup and was getting ready for my board exams, like my first medical boards, which are arguably like the most stressful thing anyone in medicine goes through. And I was kind of like in a crisis, like meltdown of like, it was like an existential crisis of like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I'm going to take these boards and it's going to go horrible. And like, I just broke up with my girlfriend, and oh my God, my life's in disarray. And my good wingman, Anthony, like, talked me down and said how he's going to help me get back in the game. And, when I move back to Western Washington, I'm going to meet, cool chicks. And I was like, well, dude, there was that one girl at your going away party that was Sarah's friend, and I've always wanted to date someone like Sarah or one of her friends. And so Sarah and Anthony hooked it up, and apparently Erika remembered me from our interaction 6 months prior or something like that as well. And so they helped us get in contact with one another. And I took a little weekend getaway from board studying over to Western Washington to go on the date with Erika. So I drove like 3.5 hours to go on that date with Erika. I was committed, and it was worth it, I think. I know. I think it was probably when we like first started living together, or just before it really. Like, I think when the match happened for residency and Erika got into her program, it felt like our stories were coming together really well. And I kind of like envisioned that it would be like the ultimate thing for our stories to go from two kind of separate things into one thing together. I think because we had really started to build a life together. We were living together finally at that point, and we adopted a kitty together. So it felt like we had our child together. So I think Erica's giving love language would be doing acts of kindness. Um, I am maybe not the best about like folding my clothes and doing laundry, so she will help me out a lot there, and she makes me a lot of really nice meals. And I think for receiving, she likes that as well too. I think that's what she likes. Erica was the one who said "I love you" first, and it was on her birthday actually that she said it first. So we were lying in bed there, I think at my parents' house, and I think that's when she said it first. It felt amazing. And admittedly, it was like really special too, because normally like I'm the one that says it first. So it felt really nice to me that like I had been thinking about it, but she was the one that said it first. I had been like having the feelings prior to the birthday, but like I think the birthday is like really like where it was like solidly like, yeah, this is happening.
Oh, very sweet. What are you the most proud of Erica for?
I think her persistence with grad school. Like I know it's been a really hard thing for her, you know, being a kind of non-traditional student, of taking some time off to work, and then, you know, she went through and did her prerequisites and went through some stuff that was totally not applicable to what she's doing, but she did it anyway, despite the difficulties. And then that she's, you know, stuck through the 2 years of didactic work, and then now she's doing the clinicals and kicking butt. So just that persistence and, you know, maintaining, like, keeping her head strong on the goal. So I think Erica's a good partner in that she is thoughtful in almost everything she does. And I think she's a good partner for me, and that I think she's like learned to read when I'm stressed and I need someone to comfort me, and she knows how to cheer me up well. I mean, she's been a great cheerleader through my whole journey in medicine. So I think that, and then also, you know, partner slash, I think mother thing to note was our experience of losing Boo. I think that was like, I mean, at that point, I already knew she was the one for me, but that was like, that was probably the hardest experience in my life. And I think it was maybe for her as well, too. And our ability to stick together through that and support each other through that tough time was really special. I think just all the adventures that we're going to have. We both like to travel and see and do new exciting things, and I know we'll do that. And I think that's I think that includes things like having kids and whatnot too, because that'll add new mini adventures and big adventures. So I think we'll do a good job with that. Two, and that is it. Not one, not three, two. I think she wants two as well.